What's up, guys? Welcome to a new video. So today we're gonna be doing something pretty fun, pretty exciting, pretty nerve-wracking. So I'm gonna be cutting a hole into the roof of our trailer. So as you can see, I've already got it labeled out. It's 14 and a half by 14 and a half, making sure everything's even from side to side, from front to back. So this is the center. I'm gonna punch a hole here, and then I'm going to saw out all the way around, and I will have a hole in my trailer, which I need. So what we're gonna be putting in is this right here. What you doing, Max? So what we're gonna be putting in is this right here. It's a tinted roof vent. Instead of one of the crank up ones, we went with one that has like this little latch right here. Sorry, I don't have Heather filming today, so I have to do this by myself. So basically you pull this, it opens up. Here, I'll show you real quick. Pull that, opens up like that, and you can set it wherever you want. Closed all the way. So we're gonna be installing this today, and then we're going to be putting in later on. Also, I'm gonna have to frame it out. Once I put the roof vent in, I'm gonna have to frame it out all the way around with 1x2s to match the framing. And then I'm going to be putting in insulation in the entire roof. And then going to put an actual ceiling on this thing. So stick around, it's gonna be fun. All right, so we just punched a 1/2 inch hole in the roof, close enough to be centered, but this will allow me to get my jigsaw blade in there and start to cut that actual hole all the way around. By the way, I'm going to punch a hole in all 4 sides, just for good measure, and it'll give me something to end on and begin on every corner. Pause. These aren't exactly safety glasses, but they'll do. Gonna stick this up here to hold that in place. Keep going. Whew. All right. Metal shavings all over me. That's a nice little sunroof. All right, so got the hole cut all the way around. Gotta pull off this little corner right here. Wow, I can't believe how much more light is in here already. All right, just got done framing out the roof vent. So it's all framed out. Had to go with some nearly flush mount brackets because I didn't want to drill through this 1x4 and end up cracking it. So I did a good job as far as keeping it from cracking. The only spot I saw was right there, which is very minimal, but it is very sturdy. It doesn't really have to support much weight, just the vent. And I left a little bit of a gap all the way around because I'm going to have a bracket that's going to be sitting up against the ceiling once the ceiling is installed, which will clean up everything. So you won't see any of this once that bracket's installed and the ceiling is installed. So let's keep going. All right, so we've got the hole cut. Now we're gonna go ahead and put the butyl tape. This is butyl tape right here. It's basically made for roofs, roof vents, anything like that, windows. So basically you run a bead around the outside, and it compresses. It's a double-sided sticky, like putty type tape. It's a lot like plumber's tape, but you lay it down and this helps seal it. A lot of people don't even use silicone once you use this, but I'm going to use silicone also just to be, you know, double protection. So quick little tip with this stuff: do not let it get warm. Once it gets hot, it's like melted cheese. Very hard to work with. Luckily it's not a hot day right now, so I'm gonna be just fine. Alright, so as you can see, I've wrapped the entire exterior of it with the butyl tape. Now I'm going to go up on the roof and I'm going to place it where I want to put it. And then I'm going to screw it down. And then after that, I'm going to silicone all the way around. That looks nice and even all the way around. Alright, so got the roof vent done. It took me a little while. Framed it all out. It is all sealed up from the roof also. I guess I could take you up there and show you, but for now you can see framed it out. I left a little bit of a gap all the way around, and that's because I'm going to be putting a case that will go on this, but I can't put it on until the ceiling is actually installed. I'm working on the installation right now, so but this is the vent. It's a pull down type latch and not a wind up, which I like. It's a lot quicker just to go like that. So, and you can put it wherever you want. Got this from E-Trailer. I want to say Heather paid like 60 bucks for it, 65 maybe, somewhere around there. But does the job. It lets in a little bit of light. I like that it's tinted so it doesn't let a whole lot of sunlight in. But yeah, this is what I'm working on right now. I haven't taped this seam right here yet, but so I went with the Pink Panther insulation. It's 4x8 sheets and then it's 1 inch thick. This stuff's pretty common. A lot of people use it in sheds and attics and things like that. But this is what I'm using. The frame is actually like a 1x2, so it matches up perfectly. So the width right here is nearly the exact same width of this. As you can see, it sits very flush right on there. So I'm just putting this in. I'm duct taping it just to hold it up there. And then once I put the ceiling in, that'll be all secured. So, I mean, the duct tape would probably do the job just for, you know, for the time being. But I am going to be putting the ceiling on later on. So this is where we're at right now. So let's keep going. So I already have these two pieces right here cut. This one goes here, this one goes here. I measure them all individually because sometimes they are like a 1/4 inch difference here and here. Very minimal, but I want this to be as tight as possible. And I will tell you that I'm shoving it into the grooves up here into where the plywood stops. I'm pushing it past that, and I'll show you how to do that real quick. So I'm going to go ahead and put this piece up right here, and I'm going to have to move this hook. That stays over there. Gonna have to move this hook right here over. Just lay it in there for now. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push it into the tighter side, which will be this side, because I don't have much room to play with the shelf in the way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push it up into that corner right there, get it back in there where it should be, and then I'm going to basically bow this thing. It has some flex to it, so I'm going to bow it, stick the other side in the hole where it goes, get that wire through, and boom, there you go. So that's pretty much how it sits, and it's so tight. You can see how it's so tight right now that it is not even, whoa, a little windy today. Let's set it down for now. But you can see it's tied up in there, so it goes back in there. Same thing on this side, goes back into the hole, and then this is taped off just for a clean look. I probably will have to trim this out just a hair to get that joint to push back up in there. But this is the light that the trailer came with. The cover is taken off, obviously. I just had to take it down so I could do this, but I probably will trim out a little bit right there. And I'll tell you, when you cut these boards, if you ever use this insulation, basically all you have to do is score it where you want the line with like a razor blade, and then you just bend it in two and it snaps completely in half. Nice clean cut, just like so. So yeah, let's keep it going. All right, so we just got the ceiling insulated and looking pretty good. Just went ahead and taped it up for the time being, and then the actual ceiling is gonna go below it. Like I said, the roof vent installed, good to go. Tested it out last night, good to go. So insulation all the way around the trailer, all the way to the back. When I do the ceiling, this right here doesn't have a whole lot of clearance on both sides. So when I do the ceiling, I'm just gonna cut it out to where this and this over here is taken out. And then I'll be painting the ceiling, painting this with the ceiling. What color should I paint the ceiling? We were thinking about white, but then I was like, what if we did like a starry night theme, like black ceiling with stars on it? Be kind of cool, but very, very invasive. So, all right, we're gonna get going on the ceiling now. What's up, guys? Welcome to the last part of this video. This is going to be part four of the trailer build. So we have done the ceiling. As you'll notice, I've actually already painted it. I didn't put this in the video because, well, this was a very involved part of the trailer build. So what I did is I cut the roof vent out. I installed the roof vent. That's all good to go. Once I did that, I insulated the ceiling, and then I put 5mm plywood across the top for a ceiling, and then I cut little 2-inch strips of 3/8" plywood to match the siding and to also hide the joints where the plywood meets. Installed the 2 LED ceiling lights, also the trailer light that it comes with. So yeah, it's done all the way back through here. This is a very time-consuming part of the trailer build, but it turned out really awesome. Really happy with it. The sun's creating like a yellow right now, but it's white, I assure you. So yeah, we are packing up tonight, heading to the track first thing tomorrow, and we'll be able to use this trailer for the first time ever. I'm super stoked on how it's turned out so far. We're really happy with it and can't wait to actually get to use it for the first time. And then we'll be using it obviously from there on out. As you can tell, it's been out in the sun in about 80 degrees today, and the inside temperature of the trailer is sitting at 75.7. So I think the insulation is doing pretty well. So we are going to be doing a part 5 later on down the road. I'm going to be installing air conditioning in here. So that'll be later on. It's gonna be a little while because it's still January, and it's really not that cold or not that hot right now. And I have plenty of time to do that before our next track day after this one. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Peace, ride safe, and we'll see you next time.